Good morning, cyber traders. Happy Monday on this lovely tax day. How's everybody doing? Hopefully, everybody had a great weekend. Good morning. Good to see you, Ken. Good to see you all. All right. Good, good. Good morning to you, Mark. All right. Beautiful. All right, guys. Before we get started and talk about this day that we have going on right now, I just want to kind of make a quick announcement, really quick. Uh, Cybertrain University lost a very good friend of ours, an old instructor back about Ron Ianieri. I don't know if you guys know him. He owned Options University. He's also partners with the Nigerian brothers and had worked with me for about here at Cybertrain University about 3 years. And he just passed away, and just wanted to kind of just you know, take a moment of silence to memorize losing one of our finest contributors to the education community. So let's just give him a second and wish him the best. Thank you. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to work. We got a busy week that's going on. First of all, what is today? Today is a very big tax day and a couple of big surprises, a couple of excitements, but at the end of the day, it's going to probably be a little bit of on the quiet side. I don't really expect people going crazy on tax day. You know, especially when I think tomorrow, when we start getting into tomorrow and the next day, there's a really big 2 weeks coming up with earnings announcements. I know the banks are coming out. Actually, I was over the weekend. My son does crew, and I met a couple of VPs, that are in the banking sectors, from, guys from, Goldman and Bank of America and stuff like that. I'm good friends with a lot of those, and they can't tell me anything, but they said the economy looks really good, everything looks great, and I think we're gonna, obviously you can see what happened on Friday and what's going on with the Dow Jones. Things are looking pretty great. So we got that coming on, and that's something I like to be really cautious and be careful about today. But once you get through today, then what we have, remember, Friday is Good Friday. The stock market is closed. You're going into Easter. So a lot of kids are on vacation the following week. So this week could be a pretty busy week, going into it. So, regarding about kids being off, with spring break and Easter and all that, and then you have all this going on with tax season, it's going to be a kind of a very interesting and very educational week for a lot of us to know that you should be going away when everyone goes away, and then you should be working hard on days like this. So remember, starting tomorrow, we have the new phase of the classes that are starting. So we got phase 1 and phase 2 that's going to be starting. So don't forget to be signing up for that. Now, regarding about what happened on Friday, listen, you heard me when I said Friday morning, right? A piece. Let me bring it up here. PCG. All right. So let's talk about what happened Friday morning. We know Fridays are not really the greatest days to trade. Fridays are just a very, nobody likes to come out with news going over the weekend and so on. But all of a sudden, news came out that the governor of California wants to do something regarding about preventing fires in California. I don't know. I couldn't make sense of it. But somehow, some way, that really made PCG just take off. Now, all of you guys know it was dead on Friday. And usually we know right away in pre-market. I said, it's Friday, guys. We had a good Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We cleaned up, hump day. Fridays, be careful. But Friday afternoons, we always get somebody comes out of the woodworks and does something crazy. Well, anyway, PCG, we just cleaned up. Look at that, 2 o'clock, the thing just rocketed. Did a little shake right around 2:30 from it was like 22.50, came right back to 21, and it just did not stop, going all the way to the last minute of the close, even going into after hours. Now, by the way, I'm keeping that stock on my watch list and on the PCG. Listen, we've been a hawk on that stock ever since those fires in California. The stock took all the blame and was going to get sued from 55, then dropped all the way down to 8. And I've been hawking over that stock for a while. We did really well on that stock. But sure enough, what turns into a day trade turns into a swing trade. And you know what? Those Fausto flags really worked out on the PCG. But when it comes out with news, Can't always predict it. But anyway, that was really the overall the biggest winner of them all. I know you guys did great on it. I'm just doing a couple of shout outs really quick from what we recall. Casey, KCA made a $1.90 on that. Let's give Casey a round of applause. Jerry made $1. John B on his only trade of the day made $1.43. Give him a round of applause. Frank F, he made about 85 cents going long. Then he made another 70 cents going short. Luke Cowboy, you give him a round of applause. Nancy made $1.60 on it. Rich made $1.14. I mean, these are the ones I can remember. And you know, everybody else out there usually did well. But listen, we got to always throw a couple of new names into the hat with the, you know, all our traders out there. You guys cleaned up on that. So sticking around in the afternoon really, really kind of paid off. Congratulations, guys. That's what teamwork is all about. And that's why we do this. All right. So what do we got going on for this morning? Okay. So we got a couple of stocks. I know a bunch of you are looking at this FCSC trade. That's moving pretty nicely, gapping up. You can see this stock right here. It's up about 52%, 2.5 million shares. Great orders out there in the matrix. That one's moving pretty nicely. Hey, how about a blast from the past? BPTH. How you doing? Remember this stock? We cleaned up. This is actually our biggest winner of 2019. Stock went from $2 to $70. Guess what, guys? I don't know what happened yesterday after the close, but movement going on. But what we know is go back to your journals. Remember, the biggest things that you learn in phase 2 and phase 3, okay, is that when we teach you your journals, we teach you how to go back and analyze, because we tell you this all the time. You got to take good notes because you're going to trade the stock again. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So you need to go back and see how you traded it and see if it's worth going back to it. Because remember, not all stocks, even though they're big, doesn't make them all tradable for all of us. I found this one this morning, this PHUN. I don't know what happened. Now it's starting to break lower lows, up about 19%. The stock, you could see it. I mean, I don't know if these are reverse stock splits or whatever, but $8 to 500, back down to 8. I don't know. She's gapped up. I'm going to keep a close eye on that stock. It could be a good little bit of a swing trade. GoGo. Remember that one? The GoGo's moving. I don't know where this came from. I thought GoGo was out of business. I remember going on the planes. You pay for GoGo, this and that. Now they're giving you free internet. But anyway, it looks like she's moving. So they're doing something. Something happened over the weekend. She's gapped up pretty nicely. She's got a little bit of Fausto flag. I'm not going to hold it against it, but doesn't mean if I like it or hate the company. Money's money at the end of the day. AMRS, another one that's moving pretty nicely too this morning. We did really well with this stock. This stock, we went from $1 to $4. Did really well. She's gapped up, but she's breaking down a little bit. So I don't know. We'll keep an eye on that one. Listen, remember, it is Monday, all right, and it is tax day. Here's a stock that's getting destroyed. I mean, when it rains, it's not even, it doesn't even pour. It's a hurricane. Look at this thing getting crushed. All right. How much lower could it go? I don't know. There's a number called 0. But anyway, I don't know if it looks like it's moving or coming back anytime soon, but we'll put it on the watch list. And one great swing trade, I know we mentioned it a few times, but this stock's been doing pretty well, Yeti. So keep an eye on the Yeti trade. This is not a day trading stock. The stock started on 14 to public, an IPO that went public. You know, she's been really, really strong. I see Yeti like all over the stores now. So maybe people are starting to step up and says, maybe I will spend, you know, $60 on a coffee mug, you know, $300 on a cooler, okay, just to have that logo Yeti on it, you know, whatever. But listen, we saw the same thing happened with Canadian Goose. Remember Canadian Goose? That was a great swing trade. We did very well on that one. You know, listen, if they don't keep coming out with new products, new designs, you know, it's just earnings look great, but eventually they got to keep up with the Joneses. So if they want to be like a Nike. What else do we got? I think that's about it. I don't really see anything else, anyone. All right, so guys, listen. We got a lot of good stocks that are moving this morning. We got a decent couple of stocks moving this morning. Nothing great, but don't forget. I know a lot of you guys are you're starting today. We have new trials. We have new students. We have classes going on. The most important thing you guys have to do this morning when you go into trading and you're in the cyber group room, just remember, this is a trading room, not a teaching room. And also remember that you talk to your education advisor here at Cyber Trade University. Let them go through the lessons. Let them show you your classes, your workshops, everything, because we don't want you going to this being confused. You got to know what's going on. You got to be comfortable, and because I know you all want to do this, so do it right. Okay, enjoy, guys. Good luck today. Happy trading, and we'll see you back here at 2:30 for the afternoon meeting. So we'll go from there. And like we always say, see something, say something, students. Good luck. Happy trading to everyone.